after the 3 days bootcamp, which is SPEAKLISH.
Introduce yourself and your project.
My name is Jasmina and I'm 21 years old, and I came here to introduce our program called SPEAKLISH. We really want to help students who want to get their speaking score easily and comfortably, because our program is like kind of chatbot. It's integrated to the Telegram, and that's why really easy to use and very comfortable for students.
What are we going to do if you win?
Well, we're gonna expand because we already have 25,000 plus users on our bot, and we are gonna go to different regions, because in regions we have a lot of students and we have a lot of people who are still struggling with getting qualified teachers or getting qualified assessment systems. So we're gonna go to different regions of Uzbekistan, also not only Uzbekistan, but we're gonna go out as well.
What did you learn in these 3 days? Was it helpful?
Wow, it was really helpful because we learned like a lot of things about business, about how to sell your product or how to improve it, or what else, like how to work on its fundings or how to work on its finances. So we had a lot of like great mentors, I guess. So yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
So I'll just jump right into it. We're introducing to you our product SPEAKLISH, and the problem we're trying to solve is the fact that there's so many students of the English language that are just trying to learn how to speak and express their ideas. But if you look at their IELTS English exam scores, their speaking component tends to be the lowest part of it, right? So if they have a 7 out of 9 in their listening, the speaking would be maybe 5 or a 6 out of 9. And so this speaks to how the tutoring centers where they learn are maybe not doing the best job, and there's so many of them. There's thousands of them throughout the country where they learn English, and so these centers, they tend not to use much data, so they don't assess their students actively on a weekly or monthly basis. So, and they tend to maybe struggle to find the best instructors. Naturally, that happens. And so what we're trying to do is we've already built the AI tool that helps them solve this problem. And we're on our way to exceeding 25,000 users with our product. So we already have reached this figure. And basically the product uses detailed speech analysis with AI to provide their speaking score. And at the same time, it does this with more detailed feedback than a human can provide. So it looks at the specific words they use and provides better alternatives or much more detailed feedback in general. And at the same time, it's much easier for a student to speak with an AI, with a robot, basically, that they can be less shy as compared to a human who's evaluating them, right? Who's judging them. And more details on how the product works. We basically have our own in-house speech-to-text model, because you need to be able to capture the speech very accurately without making automatic corrections, which most tools like Whisper from OpenAI tend to do. And we feed this into what was initially GPT-4, based on the rubric provided by the British Council, who runs the IELTS score. And now because of all our exam sessions, we've fine-tuned our own model, and we're in the process of replacing GPT-4. And we packaged it very nicely into a convenient Telegram bot, which people in Uzbekistan use on a daily basis. And everyone pretty much has a Telegram account. And we've hit a bit of virality where we've exceeded this user count with 0 marketing spend already. And we've collected over 30,000 speaking sessions with exam sessions. And this enables us to improve our product as we go, to train better and better models. And we're monetizing by working with 3 different learning management systems. We're in the process of integrating with them to generate more than 30,000 a month in sales through them. So they'll essentially be selling it to their own students, which should give us a pipeline of about 400,000 annually in revenue for us. And I mean, there's many of these such tools out on the market, on the app stores, so you're welcome to use them. But as for tutoring centers, there's nothing that really suits them. That's something that's catered towards them, that they can use for their own students and track their progress and get updates. And so we're basically positioning ourselves towards that and making it much more comfortable for them to get data on their students and allowing their students to take like weekly and monthly assessments, which they're unable to do now, right? So if they're learning, they maybe take the exam like once or twice in their whole journey, right? And this is after they finish their course. So we're really changing the game in the way people learn how to speak English and eventually just the English language itself. And at the same time, we also enable them to buy exam sessions in bulk and refer them and sell them to their own students. So giving them a new revenue stream. We're led by this wonderful team. So our CEO, Jasmina, she trains teachers at the largest, one of the largest centers, the tutoring centers in the country. Our product was built by Bobur. He's a Karzinka data engineer. It's the largest supermarket chain here. And I guide the product development with my background in startup investments and as a DevOps engineer. We're looking to hit these metrics in monthly exam sessions, starting with Tashkent, the rest of the country, and branching into the region, and looking to raise over 150,000 at $1 million valuation. And you're welcome to try out our product now. So it's live, it's ready to go. So thanks so much.
Thank you. First of all, let me tell you that you already see the results of the SPEAKLISH. The speaker himself, he's very good in English and no shy, like super nice. That was a good presentation by yourself. And now you may have some questions to this gentleman.
Thank you. So how unique is the in-detail speech analysis compared to the competitors? I saw the chart, the plus minuses there, but how unique is that aspect of it? Yeah.
So as for the Uzbek market, there's many such competitors that came up after us, but given that we have so much data collected already, there's none that have hit this many users. So they maybe have a couple thousand users and others, but given that we have this advantage, we're able to build much better models, and the accuracy would naturally, with more data, like, compound and give us the advantage compared to them.
So the AI is learning from the 32,000 or however many people are on your platform already.
Precisely.
That's giving you that leg up. And then your annual contract pipeline looked pretty good. Yeah. What is that? Who is that? What customer is that?
There's essentially there's learning management systems that power tutoring centers, and they already have like thousands of students that learn through them. So the software powers a school, and there's thousands of schools through them. And so this is basically a cumulative score of that. We're selling it, the exam sessions, for about $1. It depends, it's negotiable with each platform that we're working with. So each session will be $1, and so at scale, this is what the numbers come out to.
So the LMS will use SPEAKLISH as a plug-in to their own platform that they're offering to their students already.
Precisely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dr. Shaykhov.
Yeah, thank you so much. And the question about the engine that you designed, the first, is it possible just to use it also, this platform, for another purposes, for the another languages, or even for the English, but TOEFL, for instance? There's one question. The second one is about using the machine learning just to learn what's happening, just, to make its permanent improvement? Or you have to do it manually, how it works?
Yeah, for the first one, we could easily involve TOEFL, but it's just not a big market here in Uzbekistan as we see. But that's something that we could launch next week into the bot if needed. So if there's demand from users. But for other languages, we'd like to focus on English for now because it's such a big market, and it's better as a team at this stage to be focused on one product. And as for your second question, it was. Yeah, so basically, the more sessions we have, we do input it, it's called fine-tuning into the model, and it enables the model to learn more as it goes. And we also have now users that, they can tell us their real score, and we can fine-tune that way. It's called reinforcement learning with human feedback. And so that's the process. So it is using machine learning to improve.
Thank you, Dr. Shaykhov. Any more questions? Oh. Analyzing your previous questions, I think your current question would be, how did you get 35,000 subscriptions with the zero marketing cost, right?
No, not business, maybe more technical.
Unfortunately.
So under the hood, are you using GPT as your LLM model? and then you're fine-tuning based on that?
Yeah. So we started with that, and we've tried out several models. So we've tried Mixtral. We're basically, because we have the data, we're fine-tuning Mixtral into this. We also tried it with T5, which is a model from Google. And now that there's Llama 3, that's the next step for us. That just came out last week. And we'd like to compare the results out of each of them and then employ the best model. And as for your question, it's basically, like I said, it went kind of viral. We just shared it around to people. And then because it was so valuable, and because there's like at least 1 million students who are trying to learn English now, they just shared it around. Because it's so easy, it's the best distribution mechanism. It's very underrated to use Telegram bots, right? And so we just use that, and this is how it just spread like wildfire.
Cool, thank you. So if there are no more questions? No, that's okay. Since this is the last session, we can.
Thank you. You've had some great. I saw your resume, your bio over there. You've been some places that do this. How much have you raised already into the business, and what is without disclosing anything you shouldn't, how impactful is this money towards what you're doing, based on whether you're burning cash right now or not?
Yeah, so far this is all self-funded. Because we'd like to, hit the revenue traction first. So we do sell the B2C component. It sells a couple $100s a month from the user base, because we give them free sessions. It's a freemium model. Right now we'd like to get these contracts that you saw in the pipeline. We do need to complete the dashboard component, which involves really a complex API that we need to develop, right? And so we'd like to use the funds towards that, towards achieving this end. So we haven't really raised because we'd like to time it properly. And I think this grant can really help towards getting these sales that enables us to raise at much better terms and gives us much longer run rate, as a company, right?
So no outside funding yet, all self-funded from you and your partners.
Precisely, yeah.
Great.
Thank you. Друзья, давайте поаплодируем. Это был последний спикер на сегодня. Thank you so much.
Thank you.